Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy day before Easter, everybody. Good morning. All right, notifications just went out. You should see that we are live here shortly in a moment. And then we'll just jump right in for today's edition of the Coffee Chat Show. How is everybody this morning? Is the Easter Bunny coming to visit all of you this evening, tomorrow? People doing egg hunts, Easter baskets, things like that. Miss Tracy is with us. Good morning, Melissa from Texas. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Dodie. Hey, everybody. You know what the forecast is today for Vermont? Abundant sunshine. How about that? I don't think I've ever seen that descriptor before. Abundant sunshine. Of course, it's only 42 degrees, but it's sunny. So there's that. All right. So good morning, Lee. Happy Easter weekend from Florida. Angie, good morning, everyone. Let you all catch up with the fact that we are live and online for this morning's edition of the Coffee Chat Show. Oh, Beth still does Easter baskets for her nearly grown children. Yeah, Beth, I hear you. After our small coaching group this morning, I've got to run out and get a couple things for my soon-to-be 22-year-old son. Good morning, Lori. Morning, everyone. Couple quick things. Yeah, Tracy, right? Abundant sunshine. Trace, get that link ready, that Eventbrite link for the vision board workshop, so you can drop that in the comments. So listen, first of all, let's start the audio before I forget. Okay, there we go. So good morning to our audio folks who will just be tuning in. JoJo's in Arkansas. Good morning, JoJo. So listen, I have a small coaching group that's going on, and good morning, Christy, which is going to meet right after this. And then, so I was talking to some of those ladies this week, and then I was speaking to a client's employees, and I was going through DISC assessments with people and just kind of talking to them about their growth plans and what some of their goals might be. And I kept asking people, you know, what is the vision that you have for your life? And even people that have been working with me for quite a while, basically by watching the show and everything, some of them couldn't answer that question. And I was surprised. I wanted to tell Tracy that I was a little shocked about that. I don't know if shocked is the right word. And then it occurred to me, that's my husband telling you that our tulips are starting to come up, and the forsythias I saw are starting to bloom outside. So listen, since I was 12 years old, I have been asked about my vision, my goals, all that. My mom had me in personal development work at age 12 and then all the way up. And now I'm going to be, can you believe I'm going to be 55 this summer? I'm going to be the speed limit. We have friends from Australia watching. Hello, hello. So I only know how to think in those terms. So I tend to think out like in a big way. And I forget that a lot of people don't think like that. So sometimes when I talk to you guys, I think maybe I'm way up here talking and I need to come back down and remember to talk like in here. And so to that end, we threw up this vision board workshop for 3 hours on April 29th on a Sunday afternoon from 3 to 6. And we're actually going to workshop out your vision, a vision board. I called it a vision board workshop, but we're also going to do like your vision, your values. And I'm really going to work, we have a poser here. I'm really going to work on working that through with you. I'm only going to take, I think we opened it to like 25 seats, right? So, and it's only $75. So I kept it low. Anyway, for anybody that is having trouble languaging a vision for yourself, is having trouble thinking about what would go on a vision board, is having trouble thinking about what your values look like and how that can equate to goals and an action plan, we're gonna help you out with that. We're gonna do a workshop, something I haven't done virtually before, but I think it will be fun. So I'll actually workshop it with you, and I'll create a vision board also, and we'll do it together. And again, we'll get you with a vision statement for your life and get you thinking about values and get you thinking about the direction that you want to go in. Because unless you can visualize it, we can't get you there. Unless you can have some kind of a vision, even if it's just for like 3 months from now or 6 months from now, unless we can get you to that place where you're starting to think in terms of what you want to see happen and what you want to bring to your life and visualize those results as if they've already happened, we're not going to be able to get you there, right? So every, top CEO, athletes, anybody that's successful, anybody that is successful in life is using visualization as a tool, I promise you, in some way, shape, or form. I found this great list about how to make your 21 ways to make your vision board more effective that Jack Canfield wrote. So we're going to incorporate some of those tools. We'll have a list for how to prepare. So we'll have you get some stuff. We'll have you get like a board and prepare your, get some magazines and a notebook. And we're going to give you some questions to think about. So we're really going to workshop this out with you. So it's not just going to be a seminar type thing. You're going to get in there and you're going to be like a hands-on. Shanna, will it help you build confidence? We will help you figure out what you want and where you want to go. We will help you create a vision. Now I've been talking about you guys creating a vision for like 5 years, 10 years ahead. And I think that's too much for some of you. I think we have to start smaller. So we're going to talk about this vision board. We're going to kind of go quarter by quarter. So we're going to say, like, let's hold a vision for the next year. Where do you want to be in a year? Okay, what does that look like? And we're going to map it out more strategically and in smaller chunks so that it's not so overwhelming for people. So will it help you build confidence? It will help you figure out what you want, and if more confidence is what you want, then we'll give you some tools and some visualization to help get you there. So hopefully that answers your question. Anyway, again, something I've not done before. It's based on what I've seen and heard over the last 2 weeks as I've met with people in person on personal Zooms, talking to them about their disc profiles and talking to them about the direction for their lives or lack thereof. And so it occurred to me that people need more help with this idea, more help with creating a vision. And Dodi's saying she needs steps. And that's what I'm saying. We've got to break this down. We've got to map it out for you. So that's what we're going to do in this workshop. And it's going to be fun. It'll be 3 hours on Saturday, April 29th. From 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. I created an Eventbrite link. There is a graphic up on our Facebook page that I posted yesterday that talks a little bit about it. And I gave you kind of a descriptor of what you can expect. Anyway, it'll be fun. It's creative. It's not just me talking. It's going to be us actually doing stuff together. And I'm going to do it along with you. And we're going to leave you at the end better off than you were when we started. Okay, so that's my commercial for this morning. I am wanting to remind you this morning that you are remarkable. That's what we're going to talk about. I think that you guys forget how remarkable you truly are. One of the other things that came to light when I was talking to people over the last 2 weeks is their self-worth, worthiness, and self-assurance, confidence, all things that are tied up with how you view you, which is also where this vision board can help you, by the way. You're remarkable. You have strengths and qualities and gifts that nobody else has. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? Like, seriously. If you want that job or that...
Go ahead.
Oh, Siri thought I was talking to her. Whatever you want to do, you can do that. Because starting today, it can all be different. It can all be different just because you said so. It's Easter. It's the time of renewal, resurrection, spring. There's a huge energy of renewal kind of behind us right now, just that comes on the planet, for the springtime. You don't have to be the same person that you were yesterday. And tomorrow, you don't have to be the same person that you were today. You could have woken up a few hours ago being a particular way, and you could actually hear this message this morning and decide that today's the day. You're drawing a line in the sand. You're remembering how remarkable you are. You're going to release the past, forgive the unforgivable, think about what you really want, and start a new story. The choice is really yours. In every moment, in every day, the choice is only ever ours, right? You can turn something into nothing. You hear stories about it all the time, right? The entrepreneur that started in their garage. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in his garage. People started in their car. Tyler Perry was living in his car. There's story upon Steve Harvey, story upon story upon story. Because one day, they just decided that it was going to be different. Just decided, today's the day I remember that I'm remarkable. Today's the day that I remember that I can do something amazing. And I will. And you know why? Because I said so. Everything can change in an instant. And I know that sounds maybe crazy, but the truth is that's the truth. All it takes is for you to change your mindset. I keep telling you Wayne Dyer's quote, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And the principles of positive psychology actually dictate that as you start to look more for the good and look more for what's working, right? You will find more of what's working and you will find more good. It will show up for you. Possibilities will show up for you. Things will make themselves apparent to you that you didn't see before. We talked last week about looking out that tiny small hole instead of expanding your vision and looking out like this. How many of you are waking up what's possible today? What miracle could happen today? You have gifts that are waiting to be discovered and employed. You do. You have magic in you. You are remarkable. You are unique. You are the answer that you've been looking for. Oftentimes we are looking outside of ourselves for the answer to the question. I promise you that you have everything that you require right in you. You must start listening to yourself. And this is where that bookending your days is so important. Starting your day out, being in that right frame of mind, taking that time, the 15, 20 minutes to set yourself, set your intentions, write your glory story, do your affirmations, whatever it is, right? That sets you up. That sets your vision up for the day. And it helps you to look in a different way. What's Tracy saying here? Have you ever been reading a book and halfway through you say, this book is not for me, this book is boring, the book is not what I expected, and you put it down, and then you pick up the next one? That analogy can be for your life. If you don't like the book you're reading, you can get a new one. Tracy, you're right on the money. If you don't like the story that you're telling yourself, get a new one. Look, tomorrow's Easter. For those of you that are religious, that's a big deal, right? I'm Catholic. That's a big hoo-ha holiday for us, Big holiday for the Christians. It's a big deal, right? It's a big deal. The resurrection, right? I'm not going to get into religion, but I'm just saying that's a huge energy. And the energy behind that is we can do the impossible. We can do the impossible. You have to have certainty and believe that you can do the impossible. How many of you are waking up every morning like, I'm a badass and I can do the impossible? How many of you are waking up like that every day? I promise you, not many. Why not? This is what I have to ask this morning. Why not? Why not? We have one life here, one shot, one movie, right? One movie with lots of different segments. If you don't like the act that just played out, you can change that. Why would you want to wake up every day thinking about what's wrong, what bad thing could happen, worried, effed up, stressed out? Why? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to wake up like that? Why not wake up like you're remarkable, like anything's possible, like possibility exists? Waking up in that space of what miracles and blessings can come to me today. I can't wait to see. Are you waking up like that? I bet you're not. I bet you're not. You know what will make you 40% happier? Stop complaining. Stop looking for what's wrong. Stop bitching, stop worrying, and stop being shitty to people. Look for ways that you can be kind. Look for ways that you can put yourself out for someone else. Look to get out behind your own little pot of grievances. Look for what's working. There are things that are working. You know how I know? Because you're still breathing. If you woke up, something's working. Something's working. Start paying attention to that. I want anyone who wants to take on this challenge, get a flip and post, a big paper or a index card and write, I am remarkable on there. And stick it on your forehead. No, seriously, stick it on the bathroom mirror. Stick one on the lamp by your bedside table. What if for the next week you just lived in, I am remarkable? What do you have to lose? Maybe I'm just some crazy broad that's doing a live, video show. That's quite possible. Or maybe I'm onto something. How are you going to know if you don't give it a shot? Write it on something. If you have a vibrant color or something, that's even better. Write, I am remarkable. Make like 5 of them. Put one on the refrigerator, put one on your bathroom mirror, put one on your desk computer, put one on the lamp by your bedside table. And when you wake up in the morning, read that. And every time you start to think something shitty or you start worrying, read that. Because you know what? If you started to come from a place of I'm remarkable, imagine what possibilities could open up to you. A remarkable person creates amazing things happening. Go look up the definition of remarkable. Tracy, will you pull a definition for me and put it in the comments? Like a Webster's definition off the internet? Let's see what the actual definition of remarkable is. Jody says get it on a tattoo. I like that. Look, I was surprised over the last 2 weeks when I spoke to some people personally, how women that I think are remarkable, truly, because I've watched them for years, watching my show, interacting with me. I've seen them on the client side. I've seen them working, all those types of things. Remarkable people who have overcome incredible circumstances of being single moms or, whatever the case may be, that are having trouble believing in themselves. Something's not right there. Right? Okay, Tracy's got it. Remarkable. Attracting or worthy of notice, especially for being unusual or extraordinary. Worthy of being remarked or noticed, noticeable, conspicuous, uncommon, extraordinary. There you go. Extraordinary. You are remarkable. You are extraordinary. You are extra. You are extra. You are extraordinary. Imagine if you really lived into that definition of yourself. Imagine if you really let that resonate with you, like in your soul, right? Yes, Jen is right. It's like Wilbur and Charlotte. Bingo. Wilbur thought Charlotte was extraordinary. And then she did an extraordinary thing. And she saved his life. Right? Okay, now I'm going to cry over Charlotte's Web. I love that story. But Jen's right. Wilbur believed that Charlotte was extraordinary, and then Charlotte did something extraordinary because he believed in her. So I'm telling you, I believe in you. You are remarkable and extraordinary. And I really, really, really want you to start living from that place. Because you're not living there all the time. Maybe you have a moment where you think, oh, I'm a badass. I just did that. But I promise you that you're probably not waking up 100% of the time like I'm a badass, remarkable SOB. Why not? Why aren't you waking up like that? You didn't come this far to come this far. That's been my mantra lately for myself. I am in the middle of moving a lot of things to the next level, and I feel extraordinarily challenged. And I just keep saying to myself, I didn't come this far to only come this far. And neither did you. So that's my message for you this morning for this Easter Holy Saturday. You are remarkable. You're extraordinary. You are precious. You are worthy. And you're badass. Start rolling like that. The hell are you waiting for? Don't wait for some other person to notice it. Your kids, some boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, someone at work. You don't need anybody to tell you anything. You tell it to yourself. You're the one that talks to yourself the most anyway. Start talking to yourself like you're remarkable and extraordinary. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop worrying about shit that didn't even happen and probably won't. And certainly will happen a lot less if you stop devoting your attention to it. You have to believe in yourself first. And I believe in you. And all of the people watching and commenting believe in you. So whoever needs to hear this morning, you are remarkable. You are extraordinary. And it's time that you started living like that. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Spring is filled with renewal energy, resurrection energy. It's time to speak words over your dried up old dusty bones and breathe new life into yourself. You are extraordinary. You are remarkable. You are a badass. Now get up and get it moving. It's spring. Release the past. Forgive what you think is unforgivable. Let it all go. Start a new story. Start today. Today's the day. Draw the line in the sand. That's it. Today's the day. Today's the day that everything changes. Today can be the day that everything changes just because you decided and you said so. That's it. That's all I got. All right. If you need more help with your vision, You can join us for the Vision Workshop on April 29th from 3 to 6 p.m. There is a post about it from yesterday, and Tracy dropped the link in the comments, and I've got to run because we have a small coaching group in 3 minutes. So ladies that are with me for that, I'll see you un momento. The rest of you have a blessed Easter, and make today the day that you believe that you are remarkable. The people that change the world are the ones that are crazy enough to think that they can. Love you guys. Happy Easter. Bye to the podcast, folks. Bye to my Facebook fam. We'll see you soon.